So I want to take a moment to do a quick video because I just had someone who called me asking me some advice regarding nutrition and stuff like that, and it's a friend of mine. I'm not professionally trained to tell anybody what to eat, but she's a friend of mine who was asking me something that I've been doing for myself, and I thought of putting this video out. So what I've been doing since when I decided to stay fit and bring my body back into shape. So I look at some couple women that I like their body shape. I like the way they look, and I like their physique and stuff like that. So I follow them on social media. So I'm gonna put a couple names out there for you guys. Maybe you might see. It will be good for you to follow them as well to see how they stay in shape, the type of routines that they do to keep their body aesthetically pleasing. So for instance, the very first person I'm gonna mention, her name is Andreia Brazier. This is her right now. So her body shape is absolutely on point. I don't think she competes anymore, but when she competes, her body is top notch. You could see her oblique, her abs, and you could follow some of her nutrition, the way she prepare herself for competition and stuff like that. I mean, I think she has a website where she helps people, so you guys could always contact her. Once you know their names, you should be able to easy to find their contact information. So her name is Andreia Brazier. That's the first one. The other person that I follow is Erin Stern. Erin Stern is another body type, body shape that's aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and she doesn't look like a man when even though she has muscle. So she's another person that I follow, and I also believe she does online help, and she help people with their nutrition and stuff like that. So she's another person I think you guys should follow. The other person is her. I'm trying not to click on it because once I click on it, my recording is gonna stop. So her is Naisha Jordan Say, the black lady in the middle. Her physique also is top notch. I believe she has 2 kids, and her body shape is another shape that full of muscle, but yet she doesn't look like a man. And the other last woman that I truly follow is Nicole Wlkins. I don't think she competes anymore. So her body type is another body that's aesthetically pleasing, and it's a body shape. I think, if you like this type of body shape, you could also follow her. Again, her name is Nicole Wlkins. You could always get her contact information online. So these women are the women body shape that I love. I like. They're aesthetically pleasing. Even though they're full of muscle, they don't look like a man. They still have that female physique, female appeal within their muscle, their body shape. All right, so now I'm gonna go to a different type of women that are still muscular, but their body shape is completely different. Let's see if this doesn't stop. Okay, the other person, let me stop it. Okay, so the next group of women that I want to share with you that I follow, I just want to make sure everybody understands this. This is not body shaming anybody. These women look absolutely wonderful, but in terms of aesthetically pleasing to the eyes and the body shape that I prefer for myself, I look at those women in terms of how I would like my body to look like. I hope you guys understand this. This is not body shaming anybody. For instance, this lady, Miranda Alcaraz. Again, if I pronounce her last name wrong, I apologize. And I follow her on YouTube, Instagram. So she's a cool lady personally, based on what she perceives on social media. So I have nothing against her, but I'm just talking about in terms of how I see her, her body shape, and for myself. I, and particularly, don't will not like my body to look like hers. That again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with her. She look wonderful throughout the year. Even when she was pregnant, you could still see her belly with abs in it. So those CrossFit ladies look gorgeous every year. None days off. They look wonderful. Unlike bodybuilding women, where I prefer their body type, but they don't look as good every year. They don't look the same throughout the year. When they are off season, they off. All right. So, but the CrossFit women, they never off pretty much. So, but however, I do not like their body shape, because it's the type of workout that they do. That's why their body look different than, like for instance, hers. For instance, she does physique competitor, and then she does, what does she do? CrossFit. So that's completely two different type of sports, even though they are lifting. And the other woman that I follow in terms of CrossFit is Brook Ence. There she is right here. And for instance, I in particular don't like her body shape. As you can see, she looked gorgeous. She looked wonderful. She looked like that pretty much 24/7, 365 days a year. So she's never off. Even when she was not competing, I don't think she's competing now due to injury. I'm not 100% sure. But she's always, her body always look like she's working out. All right. So I, in particular, for myself, I do not like her body shape. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's just the waistline in particular. When you look, for instance, at her body, her waistline is not as bulky. Maybe that's why I don't like their body shape. That's probably the reason why. But everything else is wonderful, gorgeous. But for me, I don't like it. I think it's because they lifting really heavy. It bulked up their waistline in a way. Bulk it meaning that more muscular, not fat. As you can see, they all look wonderful, just different body shape. And look at her. She's a former physique competitor. She no longer compete anymore. Nicole Wlkins. You see her waistline completely different. Who else is Naisha Jordan say? Her waistline not the same as CrossFit. You see, CrossFit athletes, their waistline is a little bit different. I think that's why. And look at her here, her competitor, physique, wonderful. And when I look for men in particular, these are the two men I sort of follow, and I won't mind doing some of their workout. Obviously, I'm not gonna lift as heavy as them, but if you look at their waistline and things like that, the things that they do for that, I will do it for myself. And the other person is Steve Cook. You look at her, not her, his waistline also, their body shape. There's other men also, but these two are the ones that I follow. So pretty much the reason I put this video out is just to share with you guys, you know follow certain people. Even though you may not do some of their workout, look at their mindset, the things that they do to bring their body to a certain level. So that's what I do. I don't know everything about fitness, but a lot of when I'm at the gym, I couple ladies come to me, they tells me what do I do, stuff like that. I mean, nothing fancy. I just don't lift the same way as these CrossFit athletes lift. I lift just like these women, Naisha Jordan Say, who else, Nicole Wlkins, Andreia Brazier. I do similar type of workout as they do. Steve Cook also, they focus on certain muscles to target. They do it to bring their body to a certain level, to a certain shape. But the CrossFit athletes, they don't focus on muscle that much. They just focus on how fast they could lift certain weight and how heavy they could lift. So different completely mindset and lifting. For instance, I sort of put them side by side here on Word document. There's Andreia Brazier, Women Physique. What's her name again? Erin Stern, right here. Wonderful body Women Physique. And Nicole Wlkins, Naisha Jordan say. These are the women I sort of follow. I do their workout and I follow the way they do their workout. And for men, I follow, what's his name? Steve Cook right here and Jeremy Brandia. And you could see their body shape is what ideal to me. Obviously, I'm not gonna look like a man, but the type of workout that they do to bring their abdominals, the way they calculate their macros, these are things that I look into when I'm mentally ready to do my workout. But right now I'm off. Pandemic, I could hardly do anything. Every gym is closed anyway. But when I'm really into it, I want to work out. These are the women that motivate me. These are the women that I look up to, see what they do. Sometimes I go to their old videos and just to be motivated. So yeah, I just wanted to. I think I did a old video, sort of touch bases on this.
How did you do that? How did you do that? How did you do that? How did you...
Let me get this out of the way. A lot of the people that I follow on social media, YouTube, and Instagram are CrossFitters. I am inspired by them. I admire their work ethic and their ability to be self-motivated to get things done. I mean, some of them, just like everybody, they go to their ups and downs, but they know how to bring themselves back to get the work done. I'm inspired by those kind of things. So I follow a lot of them, and I like the work that they do. I like their workout and the things that they do and things like that. I love watching them doing those work, but it's not for me. This is the reason why I don't like it. For me personally, but I like seeing people doing it. If you look at, for instance, powerlifters, and if you look at bodybuilders, these two, if you look at their physique, completely different. If you look at sumo wrestlers, if you look at regular wrestlers, their body shape completely different. Same thing as boxers and Muay Thai. If you look at their physique, completely different body shape, they completely different body type, and their physique is completely different. So this is why I don't like CrossFit. If you look at women who do CrossFit and a woman who do bodybuilding, not to the extent where let me get that back, because some women do sort of look like some bodybuilders do look like their physique do look like men kind of physique. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, in comparison to, say, let's say a physique competitor or a bikini competitor, they still lift, they still work hard. I mean, they do a lot of HIIT exercises and stuff like that, but their body shape is completely different from CrossFit, physique. So this is the reason why I don't like CrossFit for me. I think I mentioned Andreia Brazier and Erin Stern. I'm not sure if I mentioned these two, but these two, I really follow them. I love their body shape. So I even have a picture in front of my desk just for motivation purposes. I have Andreia Brazier and what's his name, Jeremy Brandia, as a form of motivation. All right, so you just have to look at who the body type you would like to have and be motivated just either by looking at them and do the type of workout. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I probably will put it on my fitness and my family channel, so to get some people, let them know these are the things that I do. So that's it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for watching.